is a V for ROYALQ. So if you are listening to us from the Zoom, from the YouTube, you are listening to us from our YouTube channel and you would like to get started with this amazing robot, you like to get started on this business, just click the link in our bio. Click the link in our bio. We have a link in our profile. Just click the link and we will attend to you. We'll answer all your questions and we'll guide you on how to activate your robots. Okay, Leader George, I don't know if we should get to today's topic. Apparently. All right. So basically, ROYALQ is an artificial intelligence robot that trades the international market. It helps you make money trading the international market. It buys low and sells high. So basically, that's the basic of what ROYALQ is all about. And you do not lose your money. It doesn't make a loss. It only makes profit. It works is to make profit. It only makes profit. It doesn't make a loss. So I believe that we all know what ROYALQ is about. So we'll get into today's topic. Today's topic is about presets. First, buy in presets price. So I'll be explaining what preset is in a very simple term so that we all understand, because if I explain it the way I want to explain it, you might not understand. So I'll be using a physical business to explain what it is about so that we'll be able to understand what it's about. First, preset buying price. That is today's topic, and what it is and what does it do and when do you use it, how do you use it. Now, for example, if you want to trade a coin, okay, so let's say a bag of rice right now, a bag of rice currently costs 60,000 naira. The bag of rice is currently sold at 60,000 naira, and you have a sales personnel. So let's just say you have a sales girl, and the sales girl, let's use the sales girl as your robot. But you do not want to buy the bag of rice at 60,000 naira. You want to get it at a cheaper price. So what you do is you send your sales girl or your sales personnel to the market and tell this person that, you know what, a bag of rice right now costs 6,000 naira, but I want to wait. I want to buy this particular bag of rice at 40,000 naira. So you'll be going to the market, and when the bag of rice drops to 40,000 naira, you buy it for me. So that's what first preset buying price is. You don't want to buy at the current price. You want to buy at a cheaper price. So when you do that, you instruct your robot to buy at a cheaper price, but you would have to set it. You have to input the settings. So now, how do you use the first preset buying price? Now, when you see a signal, for example, a signal is being dropped on the group, and you check the current price of that signal. For example, the price on the signal is maybe $4, and you go check that particular trade in your ROYALQ app, and at the time that particular trade, the price is around maybe $5. Yeah. So I was saying that if a signal comes with a trade, and for example the trade is the signal is saying you should enter at $4, and you went to your ROYALQ and that particular coin is already at $5, there are two things you can do. You either leave it, wait for another signal, or you preset it. If you don't want to leave that signal, you can preset it. Preset it by saying, you know what, my robot, I want you to buy this particular, start this trade at $4, because that's what the signal is saying. Some of you see signals, but you don't even follow you don't check the price. Once you just see a signal drop, you just enter it. You just go and set your trade and you just enter the signal. You don't bother to check the price. The price that comes with the signal is very, very important. That's why you notice that some people will be saying, my trade has not delivered, whereas every other person's trade has delivered. Or you start complaining that, oh, you are still in that trade. Meanwhile, everybody has taken profit. Now, these are the issues, because you don't check the price. And when you see a signal, what you should check is your price, the price that comes with the signal. That's one. And the take profit. Now, I know that most of us already have our settings. You should have your settings, and you should have your settings saved. Settings that you always use, you should have your settings saved. If you have different amount of capital, you should have different settings for different amount of capital sets. So the other things that comes with the signal shouldn't really concern you, because you have your settings. All you need to just do is check the price, check the current price, and also check the take profit. And then you load your settings and you start the trade. So I'll be showing you how to actually preset. I'll be sharing my screen and I'll be showing us how to preset a trade. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. So let's say, for example, I don't think I can get a signal today because we didn't really drop signal. But let me see if I can get something. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to look for the signal group. Yeah. Okay, so I've seen one. So let me see if I can work with this one, YGG. So let's say this signal is being dropped and you go search for YGG. You want to check the price that YGG is. So currently YGG is 0.8114. and what the signal price is saying is 0.8382. Now if you look at this price, it is higher. That means the coin has dropped since when this signal was dropped. So for instance, if this happens like this, you get a signal and the coin is trading, and maybe the signal says you should enter at 0.8382, and then you go to ROYALQ and check the price. Right now it is cheaper, meaning the coin has dropped more than the signal, more than the price the signal came with. You don't need to preset, you don't need to do too much. It's better for you to enter now because the price has even gone down beyond what the signal is giving. So in this instance, all you need to do is basically just load your settings. You click on trade settings, click on manually create. You definitely have settings. Click on that, change your first buy. What does the signal say? It says 4% take profit. Put your 4% here, save, and then change to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Make sure that your margin call is on, and then you start the trade, which is activate. That's all you need to do in this instance. So let's say instances that the trade has actually gone instances that the trade is higher but the signal price is lower. Then you can preset it. And how do you preset it? You search for the coin, get to manually create. Again, you have settings that is save. Always save your settings because it's stress-free when you save your settings. Because if you don't save your settings, you have to start doing all these things manually. And remember that to set a trade, you need to go with your capital. You don't just set trade anyhow. Setting trade works with your capital, and everybody have different capital. So the settings I'm going to be using, because I have different capital, is going to be different from the settings you will be using because you have different capital. So always try as much as possible to save your settings. Save settings. If you don't know how to save settings, we have video on that on our YouTube channel. Please check it out. So yeah, you come on here, click on choose a strategy settings, and change your first buy. Now when you load your settings, everything loads, but the first buy doesn't change. So you have to manually change your first buy. You have to manually, don't forget. If you just come here, click on choose a strategy settings and tap it, everything else loads, but your first buy will not change. Your first buy is usually still the same. Sometimes it's 15 or sometimes it's 20. So you have to actually change your first buy. Now then you save. And when you save, you have to now come and input your first preset buy-in price. After you save, it's now you input your first preset buy-in price. So for example, let's say they dropped a signal and the signal is asking you to enter at $4, and when you check the particular price in your ROYALQ, it's already $5. You don't want to enter at $5. You don't want to start the trade at $5. Remember I said you can either leave it or you preset it. So it's the price of the signal comes as $4. So what you just do is put the price here. Just type 4 and then click on show. You see it to show here. you see that the price will show here. Here it's going to show that you have preset it. Now all you need to do next is you click on start, you click on activate. Now what happens when you click on activate is, let me see if I can click on activate. What happens when you click on activate is the robot is not going to buy. The robot is not going to do anything until that coin drops to $4. That is when, even in your absence, even when you are not with your phone, the robot is not going to trigger, the robot is not going to buy, it's not going to do anything until that coin drops to $4. Then your robot triggers and buy and starts the trade. It starts that trade when it gets to that $4. So it first preset buying price enables you to buy at cheaper prices. You don't need to start buying at the top, because most of you, when you see that, oh, the signal is being dropped, you don't care. You just enter it like that. You don't care about the price. You don't want to know. So yeah, that is basically how to use first preset buying price and what first preset buy-in price is. So yeah, I think that concludes my today's topic. If you have any questions about today's topic or any other topic, please you can ask. If you don't understand also, please you can ask so that I can further explain. Please, let's take questions. It doesn't have to be on today's topic also. Lidaja, do you have any other thing to add?
No. No question. No.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Roland.
Yes, I have something to say like about my robot. I just entered a trade today. I see that the trade was moving on, then at a point the trade just stopped. After that, I got a message that the API. So please check the transaction permission or IP address. So when I complete my upline, it's not active. So I want to know if there is anything I can do.
Did you at any point start trade?
You
Can you
said?
hear me? Did you at any point start your trade?
Yes, please.
You have to rebind now.
Wait, were you when you started the trade? Did the robot start the trade?
Yeah, the robot started.
Have you
The
been
trade
have
was
you, have
going
you
on.
been trading? Have you been trading before?
No.
No. Okay, you're just starting.
Yeah, I just started like this afternoon. So when the trade was going on, then it just stopped.
Okay. Did you copy the group IP?
Group IP from.
When you finish, when after the Zoom, chat up Leader Oshari. She will help you check if you copy the group IP and
Oh,
the
okay.
permission, if you are giving your robot the permissions.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, someone said, honestly, I don't understand because it is still sounding somehow to me. Yeah, Kali, you said you activated your robot today, so yes, it will seem as if we are blabbing, but little by little, you would start to understand how to instruct your robot. All you just need to do is make sure you always attend Zoom and then also watch videos, and in no time, you'll be a badass. I was once a novice too, and I once felt like this. When they'll be explaining, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's always like magic. So, do we have any other question? Any other question, please? Question can come in. Please ask your question now. It's not when they say go and preset it, you now start asking what, how do I preset it? You go to your upline or a leader, and the leader say preset the trade, and you say, how do I preset the trade? I don't know what you're talking about. Please just ask question before we round up. We'll be rounding this Zoom very soon. Yeah, you can also use the chat box if you do not want to unmute and talk. You can use the chat box. Please, like, how many times in a day robots make a profit? Please, Leader George, can you take this one? Thank you.
What's the question?
Please, like, how many
Please.
times a day robots make a trade?
Okay. Good evening. The AI robot works with the way you instruct it to trade for you. You understand? Depending on your capital. You might have like $1,000 and you decide to trade 2 coins for 500. You might decide to trade a signal based on one shot, or you might decide that okay, you want to use the autopilot and you pick 2 good coins and you put it on cycle. So the robot will continue trading as the coin, as the coin goes up and down. If it goes down, it will buy more quantity. If it goes up, it will sell. If it goes down, it will buy more quantity. If it goes up, it will sell. So the robot works accordingly to the way you set it and to the market, the way the market is moving. If it's going down, the robot will be buying more quantity. If it's going up, the robot will be selling to make profits for you. So your question is like how many times in a day robot makes a profit? It will make, depending on your strategy, depending if you are using one shot and you enter a trade, it will only give you profit once if you don't set margin calls. But if you set margin calls, it also depends on your strategy. You understand? It also depends on your strategy. You see ROYALQ as a business. It's just like, I don't know if Joseph is listening to me. Joseph, the business is like you starting a provision business. So if you are to start a provision business and I come to ask you, like how many times will you make profits in a day in your provision business? You know, it's not a question you can answer. When you open a provision store, because ROYALQ is like opening a provision store to do business. So you see this your question, you cannot answer a provision store owner how many times in a day can he make profits. You understand? So that is it. If or you know that average in a month, you should be making 10 to 30% or more average in a month. Because a provision store owner can open a shop today and will not sell He can open a shop tomorrow and he will sell and make profits. He can go 3 days without even making profits. You understand? So, but you see,
Okay.
the fourth day, he will now make a lot of profits. So that is how it's programmed. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Leader George. Do we have any other question? So if you
Okay.
are new, okay, you can go ahead, please. Joseph, you can go ahead.
I say I'm okay for now. So some other time I have another question because I just started today. To be realistic.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I've been making profits. I made like 2 profits today, Sha. That's why I asked that question. Mm.
Okay, cool.
So it's been
So
interesting.
if you are new here, you
Yeah.
just activated your robot. If you are new, you just activated your robot. Our
Yeah.
advice: you always ask questions, watch videos. The thing
Mm.
is, I don't know why people are shying away from watching video. I'll say this: it's like, for example, learning how to drive. Now, when you finally learn how to actually drive a car, even if they wake you from your sleep and they say, "Oh, come and drive us to, I don't know, Kafanchan," you would know how to drive. That's that's the thing about learning these robots. Once you know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, nobody's going to take it away from you. Someone that knows how to drive tomorrow cannot wake up and say, "I don't know how to drive anymore." You already know how to drive, you already know what to do. So if you learn how to use the robot properly, you will know what to do, when you need to do it, and how you need to do it. And nobody's going to take that knowledge away from you. So always try as much as possible, if you are new, to learn first. Profit, the truth is, when you get the knowledge, profit is definitely going to come. Don't put profit above knowledge. You have to put knowledge first before profit, because when you get the knowledge, profit will definitely come. But when you put profit above and you don't get the knowledge, trust me, you will not like it. You will not like the business. The business will just be very sour. How many dollar can one to trade 2 coin? Well, it depends. It depends, but you can use $400 to trade 2 coin. You use 200 for one, 200 for another one. You can use $500 to trade 2 coin. You can use $1,000 to trade 2 coin. So yeah, but I'll not advise when you have $200. You are trading 2 coin with $200. I will not advise, because if you are using $100 to trade 1 coin, you cannot open enough margin calls, and that margin calls cannot cover a good amount of profit. Yeah, my network threw me out, but I hope I was able to answer your question. Any other question before we round up? Okay, so I believe we don't have any other question. So the Zoom is recorded. You can always go back and watch it. If you don't understand, you can always go back and watch it to understand. Now, most of these videos, being present in the Zoom cannot get you to understand it. That's the truth. You have to always go to the video. That's why we are recording it, and that's why we are posting it on our YouTube channel, so that you can always go back and refresh your memory. When I started to, I usually just forget a lot of things. I always just go back to videos to refresh my memory. It's only normal for you. I want to ask a question. Please go ahead. I've been saying you can ask a question. Let's take your question before we round up, please. Kali, please unmute yourself. Sorry, I joined at the end of the Zoom meeting. I need the recordings, please. Yeah, I will record it. It's recorded, rather. I'm going to post the link once it has been uploaded on the YouTube channel. If one starts with $100, how long does it take for one to grow the coin to $400? That is what we cannot tell you. Like Leader George said just now, that you can make 10 to 30% of, let's just say 10% monthly of your trading capital. Yeah, 10% of your trading capital monthly. So you can do that calculation. If you are trading with $100, I would like to encourage you not to be confined to that $100, please. Yeah, I know it's not easy. It's not easy for money to come by, but please, when you start a business, what you need to do is to think about how to expand that business. If you start a business and you have probably one small shop, if it's a physical business, I used to see it a lot. I see that, somebody somewhere just comes, start a business, and the person is, using one shop. The next minute, person has taken another shop, and stock it more. So if you have a business, if you are starting a business, please try as much as possible to always try to expand your business. So if you have $100 capital, please, every chance you get, try as much as possible to add more funds, because in every business, capital matters a lot. That's the truth. Capital matters a lot. It plays a very important role. You cannot compare how much ShopRite is going to be making daily with what an Aboki kiosk is going to be making. You cannot even compare it at all. So always try as much as possible to think about expanding. If you don't have means to expand, ROYALQ made an avenue for that. If you talk to somebody about ROYALQ and they activate their robot, as a V1, you get $30. A lot of leaders have used this means to grow their trading capital. A lot of leaders have used this means to better their life. So yes, you can do that. You can also talk to people about ROYALQ and grow your trading capital. So that's it. Thank you so much for attending today's Zoom. Our Zoom time and days are Mondays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. We're always here. If you have any questions, you can ask your question. And also, if you are new, please endeavor to ask questions. Questions will get you there. And it's not just asking questions. Some of you, if you ask questions and they direct you to a video, you will not watch that video. You won't watch that video. Please don't be lazy, because this is not a Ponzi scheme. This is a real business. And if you give it time, it is going to reward you heavily. But if you don't give it time, I don't know, there's no reward. So yes, please give your business time. If you are a very busy person, you can say, okay, you know what, Saturdays and Sundays I'm going to watch videos. If you are not so busy, you can say, you know what, I'm going to watch one video a day. That's what I did when I first started. I started watching one video a day. I must watch, even if it's not about the robots, just about the market in general, the cryptocurrency market. I make sure I watch something that pertains to trading. So thank you so much for attending this Zoom, and I wish you a happy weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. I need videos to watch because I want to learn faster, and you will learn. The link of our YouTube channel is on the group, is pinned on our group. So you can access the link on our group and watch as many videos as you can. P2P issue on Nigeria, what way forward if you want to sell USDT? Please talk to your upline. Your upline will give you an answer for that. Let me not say much on this Zoom. Talk to your upline. We have something. Your upline will handle that. All right. Good night, everybody, and have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.